Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tosif here back with another live stream. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I know it is almost the end of the day. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Okay. This is almost the end of the day, and we're approaching midnight here in the central time zone. So, almost midnight, approaching the end of November 28th, and I hope that you had a nice time with your friends and family for Thanksgiving, wherever you are. My friends, please, if you are tuning in, please let me know where you are joining us from. Please say hello in the live chat. I see Geronimo is here. I see Frank is here. Hello. Thanks for being here. I hope everyone's Thanksgiving went well. Now, I do want to mention that our friend Turbo, as you know, is undergoing treatment in Texas. Our friend Turbo, whose name is Joshua, and yesterday during my live stream, I talked about Turbo, and Turbo's sister Manda also joined us yesterday for a live stream. She was participating in the live chat window, giving us updates about our friend Turbo, and so we were able to hear from Manda. We were able to see her comments in the live chat as she shared updates about our friend Turbo, who is undergoing treatment. So I just want to make sure that you are aware of Turbo's updates. Our friend Turbo, whose real name is Joshua, and his screen name on YouTube is Turbo. So just want to mention that we need to continue to pray for Turbo, our friend Joshua. We need to continue to pray for Joshua, okay? I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Each day is precious, and I'll tell you that I was thinking about our friend Joshua, okay, on Thanksgiving Day, and I was praying for his recovery, and I will continue to pray for his recovery, and I'm sure many of you also prayed for him and will continue to pray for him, okay? So, as we head into the weekend, Thanksgiving Day is coming to an end. Tomorrow is Friday, usually a big shopping day, right? Black Friday, people line up and shop, and people spend time with family and friends. Usually people have a few days a few days off, because people take Friday off. So you see Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's usually a longer weekend for a lot of people. So go have excellent time with your friends and family. But also, my friends, let us keep in mind that our friend Turbo, our friend Joshua, needs our prayers. Okay, so we have to continue to pray for our friend Joshua in Texas, who's undergoing treatment. And so I don't know if Joshua I don't know if Manda is here. I know it's a little late. It's we're 1 minute away from midnight, so this may be late. But if Turbo gets to watch this replay, okay, if Turbo gets to watch this replay, or even with his eyes closed, if Turbo gets to listen to the replay of this live stream at a later date, maybe tomorrow, I want Turbo to know that we are praying for him. Okay. Michael Brown is here. Hello, Michael Brown. So good to see you. So good to see you, my friend. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me change the screen here. Michael Brown writes, "Howdy, everyone. Prayers for Turbo." Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanksgiving is a time when people usually get together with family, friends, and loved ones. They enjoy, they have a good time, they eat a lot of good food. But we also have to keep in mind that we have a friend who is going through a health crisis. So we will continue to pray for Turbo, okay? All right, let's see. Who else is here? Let's see. I think I've missed a few comments. Okay. Okay, let's see. Joe is here. Okay. All right, Joe. By the way, who's here for the first time? Are you here for the first time? Anyone here for the first time? Anyone who has not been to any of my live streams before? Please let me know. Just write first time. That way I'll know. If you have any questions about my channel, please ask me. Joe is here for the first time. All right. Well, welcome, Joe. Welcome. Let's see. 23 writes, "Happy Thanksgiving. Good luck, Turbo." Thank you. Off Grid writes, "Second time." Well, thank you. Elton is writing, "From Brazil. Watching you, friend." Well, thank you so much. Thank you for watching from Brazil. Appreciate it very much. Brazil, by the way, Brazil is an enormous country. Brazil is a very big country, and it's a very beautiful country. You got to look up Brazil on a map. By the way, also, great, Brazil is a great team when you look at the game of football. Well, in the United States, it's called soccer, but in the rest of the world, it's called football. But football is a different sport in America. In the United States, when we say football, it's usually we're talking about maybe the Green Bay Packers, right? But in the rest of the world, football is soccer. So we call it soccer, but it's called football. So Brazil has a great football team or soccer team. Okay, 23 says Chiefs. Okay, well, I said Green Bay Packers. He said Chiefs. Okay. Well, I have to say Green Bay Packers because I'm in Wisconsin, right? I gotta say Green Bay Packers. That's okay. Okay, 23 said Kansas City here. Okay. Joe writes, "Packers crush the Lions tonight." I saw that. Okay. I saw that. Brian is here. Brian writes, "Happy Thanksgiving. How's Turbo?" Well, Brian, I have not, excuse me, I have not received an update from Manda So I don't know Turbo's current condition, but I'm hoping that he's recovering. Might take time, I don't know. But mm, give me 1 second. Okay, let's see. Okay, give me 1 second. All right. We gotta look at something. Okay. Okay, sorry, I had to change my screen. So I have not heard from Manda. I just wanted to double check my inbox and make sure that I'm not missing any email. So I am not seeing any new email from Manda. The last I heard from Manda was yesterday during the live stream. Okay, Manda was here, Turbo's sister Manda, and she shared some updates about Turbo. And Turbo was also there. Manda mentioned that the Turbo is also listening. So yesterday was the last I heard from Manda about Turbo, and so I haven't heard anything. So what I'm assuming is that he's recovering. I'm assuming he's recovering, and that things will slowly get better. Okay. So that's all I can say. Mm. Okay. So a viewer is asking me a question about deportations. A viewer is asking about deportations. Let me tell you, because the viewer mentioned Mexico and Mexicans, the deportation, mass deportation, it doesn't pertain to any people from any particular country. Okay, deportation is about illegal immigrants. Okay, and illegal immigrants come from all over the world. Okay, so people who enter the United States through the southern border, through the northern border, they come from different countries around the world. So just mentioning, as you did, viewer, as you did in your comment, you mentioned Mexicans. That is wrong. Any illegal immigrant, okay? Illegal immigrants are going to get deported, and illegal immigrants come from all over the world. They come from, South America, Central America, Asia, um, you know, uh, Middle East, Africa, every part of the world. Okay, I'm originally Asian, as you can tell. I'm sure. I was born and raised in Bangladesh, and there are people from that part of the world who entered the United States illegally. So they are also likely going to be deported. So it's not about you know the Mexicans, as you mentioned. Yes, we see that a lot of people, most of the illegal immigrants, they are coming in through the USA Mexico border. Okay, um, USA Mexico border. But that doesn't mean that Mexicans are coming in. Okay, people from all over the world are coming in through the southern border. Okay, just people from anywhere in the world. Okay, Asia, Europe, Africa, Middle East, wherever. Okay, South America, Central America, people from all over the world are coming in and entering the United States illegally, and they are the ones who are going to be deported. It's not a particular nationality, it's not a particular country. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? And also, hold on, I gotta change the screen. Um, yeah, as Michael Brown said, Trump hasn't taken office yet. So Trump is not officially in office. Okay, he's going to be sworn in as the president in January of 2025. So right as of this moment, it is still the Biden-Harris administration. And Trump is going to start deporting when he officially takes office, when he becomes president, okay? The mass deportations that Trump promised, that'll happen after Trump gets sworn in. As Michael Brown wrote, Trump has not taken office yet. Okay. All right. So I hope that's clear. Rachel is here. Hello, Rachel. Rachel from Waukesha County. Thanks for joining. Okay. Who else is here? All right, my friends. You know, I just wanted to do a quick live stream. This is probably not going to be very long. I just wanted to do a quick live stream and just get in touch with you. No matter what, I feel like doing a live stream every day, even if I'm busy, even if I'm out and about, even if I'm, wherever. I don't want to miss the opportunity to do a live stream. Okay. And so I know that this is quite late. We're just past midnight, but I wanted to make sure that I do a live stream and get in touch with all of you. And also, I wanted to just let you know that we have to continue to pray for Turbo. Okay. I just wanted to remind you, please pray for Turbo. And anyone who missed my live stream yesterday, please go watch the replay. You'll understand why it is so important. And we must continue to pray for our friend Turbo, also known as, his real name is Joshua, known as Turbo. Michael Brown says, I missed yesterday by an hour. That's okay, Michael Brown. That's okay. I'm glad you're here today. So yeah, as soon as I hear from Manda, I will share with you updates, and hopefully Manda will write soon. Rosemary is writing, who is Joshua? So Rosemary, if you have watched my live streams before, then you may have seen. One of our community members who participates in the live chat. He goes by the username Turbo. But his real name is Joshua. Okay, so Joshua is from Texas, and Joshua is in the hospital undergoing treatment, and so we are praying for Joshua. That is Turbo. So yesterday, during the live stream, Joshua's sister, Manda, participated and gave us updates about Joshua. So that's what I'm referring to. Rosemary, if you have not seen my previous 2 live streams, I hope you can go and check those out, and then you'll know more about Turbo. Charlie is here. Hello, Charlie. Thank you for being here. Thank you, my friends. I hope everyone, your Thanksgiving day went well. Okay. All right. I hope your Thanksgiving day went well. Yeah, Brian is writing. He was in pretty serious condition yesterday, and hope he pulls through. Teresa is here. Hello, Teresa. So good to see you. It's been a while. I think I saw you participated in a live chat. It's been several days, I think. So Teresa, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Charlie says get well soon. Yeah, thank you. Please pray for Turbo, okay? Teresa, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Happy Turkey Day. As Teresa wrote, Happy Turkey Day. Thank you, Teresa. Michael Brown says, I've never eaten turkey before. Okay. All right, Michael Brown. So, Michael, I'm curious. Are you born and raised in Australia? I know you live in Australia, but are you born and raised in Australia? Let me know, Michael. I don't think I ever asked that question. Charlie, yeah. Okay. Charlie, let's get some sleep. Yeah, I have to go get some sleep. You know, you can tell I'm sleepy. I'm waiting for Michael's response. So Rosemary is okay. Michael writes, yes, born in Queensland on the Gold Coast, raised in Melbourne. Okay. Okay, so Rosemary is asking me about the crisis in the Middle East. Rosemary, you know, I'm not an expert on that issue, on the Middle East issue. You know, interesting. When I was in the undergrad, okay, I'm a political science. Hold on one second. All right, sorry. Okay. When I was in the undergrad pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, I studied comparative politics. So I studied Latin American politics. I studied Russian politics. I studied, you know, European countries. I studied African politics. So I studied, I took courses on, like, political science courses on Africa and Latin America and Russia and, you know, Europe. However, I have not formally studied Middle Eastern politics. Okay, there was a course that was offered on Middle East. I ended up not taking it. Okay, so you know, I can't claim to be an expert regarding Middle East. Okay, I'm not. So you know, I won't pretend to be something that I'm not. Now, do I have enough knowledge about Middle East, some idea, some understanding of the issues? I do, but you know, because you asked for expert opinion, I am not an expert. I'm not an expert. And Rosemary, all I can tell you is that there is a strong need. There's an urgent need for peace. There is an urgent need for peace. Okay, and if you look at prior to the election, if you look at prior to the election, what are the endorsements that Donald Trump got? Okay, if you look at the different groups of people, okay, whether you look at the different ethnic groups, whether you look at religious groups, you can see that Donald Trump got tremendous support from different groups. Okay, so you look at the Jewish population. Okay, lots of support for Trump. When you look at the Jewish population, lots of support for Trump. And then I discuss this in much details that the that support for Trump among Muslims significantly increased, which is why Trump won Michigan. That's one of the reasons why Trump won Michigan, because Muslim leaders, highly respected Muslim leaders, stood on stage, stood on stage at a Trump rally, and they endorsed Donald Trump. So um, lots of support for Trump when you look at the Jewish people, lots of support for Trump when you look at the Muslim population, and everyone wants peace in the Middle East. Everyone wants peace in the Middle East. And so you can tell from the endorsements that Donald Trump received that people trust him to be able to get the job done. Okay? People trust Donald Trump. People know that Donald Trump is the person who can bring peace in the Middle East. Okay? So how he's going to achieve that, what strategy he will have, what kind of negotiations he's going to do, that I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But I know that the Jewish people, the Muslim people, they all trust Donald Trump to bring peace in the Middle East. And so I'm very optimistic. Now, Rosemary, I don't know if that answers your question. But you know what? There's a strong desire for peace. There's an urgent need for peace in the Middle East. And I'm very, very hopeful that Donald Trump, through his leadership, is going to find a solution to the crisis and the bloodshed taking place in the Middle East. Okay, so yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Rosemary. I that may not be enough details, but my main point is, okay, regardless of race or religion, people trust Donald Trump. And that's why Donald Trump won this election by getting more than 76 million votes. Okay? So, I hope that answers the question. Swaggy is here. Hello, Swaggy. Good to see you. Good to see you, Swaggy. Swaggy, our wonderful friend Colin from California. Okay. Frank writes TTTT. Swaggy is writing TTTT. All right, Swaggy and Frank. Thank you. Thank you so much. So good to see you, Swaggy. Always good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay. By the way, my friends, I'm soon going to be sending out a new e-newsletter. I try to send it out at least once a month, but my goal is to send it out once every 2 weeks. And so I'll be sending one out soon. If you want to be on the list to receive my free e-newsletter, it's free, and you can unsubscribe anytime. Okay, it's just an email. It's just an email that's going to end up in your inbox, and you can unsubscribe anytime you want. So, but if you want to receive my e-newsletter, let me know your email address. But that doesn't mean that you have to share your email in the chat box. All you have to do is send me an email at tossif@tossifanam.net. And if you send me an email, then I'll know your email address and I'll add you to the list, okay? Heidi is here. Hello, Heidi. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Rosemary writes, love the show. Thank you. So I hope that I've been able to give you some answer to your question, Rosemary, about the Middle East. Michael says, I've never sent an email. Michael, you've never sent an email? All right. Okay. So Michael, remind me, were you born in 81? Were you born in 1981? Is that what you said, Michael? That you were born in 1981? I think you have mentioned it. I just don't remember. Okay, Michael writes, yeah, mate, 81. So, Michael, hold on. If you were born in 1981, then you are a millennial. Okay, I'm a millennial too. Although I'm younger than you, okay, but you are a millennial and so am I. So we belong to the same generation. Okay. So Mike so I remember the evolution of the phones, okay, and the computer monitors and laptops and everything. I remember that evolution. Remember when computers, desktops, the screens, the monitor, not the screen. Now it's called a screen. Back then it was a fat monitor. Remember how that would sit on the desk? And remember those old-fashioned keyboards, when you typed it would make sound. I loved it, actually. Click, 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 click. It was pretty good. Okay, so Michael, I'm sure you remember. You're a millennial too. Okay. Yeah. And now the screens are like this thin. It's unbelievable. Okay. So Michael says, aren't we half Gen X and half millennials? I thought it changed in 81. Michael, you are a millennial. I think if you are born between 1981 and 1996, including 1981 and 1996, then you are a millennial. Okay, so if you're born in 1980, then you are Gen X. Okay, if you're 1981, then you are a millennial. Okay, Crockett writes, I'm from 73. So if you're from 73, that makes you what, a Gen X, right? Gen X? Swaggy writes, I'm Gen X then. Okay. Let me give you the Gen X years. Gen X is 1965 to 1980. That's Gen X. So if you were born in 65 or 66 or, I don't know, 79 or 80, then you're Gen X. So Michael, congratulations. You are a millennial, okay? Swaggy writes, okay, Swaggy was born in 1978. Okay. All right. So Swaggy, you are Gen X. Okay. Michael's a millennial. And I'm a millennial too. Okay. The millennial generation is a very interesting one. It's a very interesting one. You know, as the name says, millennial. We are right there. When we saw the transition from one millennium to the next. Jonathan writes, I was 4 when iPhone came out. Okay. Jonathan, how old are you, Jonathan? You were 4 when iPhone came out. Hold on. When did iPhone come out? When did iPhone come out? Let's see. So iPhone was introduced in 2007, right? 2007. You were 4. Okay. So Jonathan's 21. Okay. All right. Jonathan is 21. So Jonathan, you're young, 21. Um, Michael Brown writes, I remember being outside all day as a kid. Yeah. Yeah. My So Michael, when you were outside, did you play? What did you play? Did you play cricket or rugby? Frank writes, I'm a boomer, 47. Okay. Well, Frank is from the baby boomer generation. See, we've got such great representation here. We got baby boomers and Gen X and millennials and Jonathan. Jonathan, you are Generation Z. You're Gen Z. If you're 21, you're Gen Z, Jonathan. Um, Michael says both. Okay, so Michael used to play both rugby and cricket. Okay, I never played rugby. Okay, so but I played cricket. I was pretty good at it. Cricket has changed now. Okay, this is just my opinion. People may disagree. It used to be a real sport, and now it's just commercial business. That's what it feels like. It's especially when they introduced that 2020 format. I mean that format. I think I'm trying not to be too harsh, but that 2020 format, the 20 over matches that they play these days, that is just absolute nonsense. I think. I mean, test cricket, and one day international 50 overs. That is awesome. Why do they do 2020? And they've changed some of the rules and whatnot. I haven't watched cricket in a long time, but it feels like it's so much more commercial now. I mean that feeling of like that real sports feeling is kind of fading away, I feel. I remember, okay, in the late 90s, cricket used to be so much of fun, and into the 2000s. And then nowadays, it's so commercial. It's so commercial. By the way, Michael, Australia, what a great team. I remember, so Michael's going to remember this. I remember when Mark Waugh and Steve Waugh and Ricky Ponting, and Adam Gilchrist, when they used to play, right? I mean, Michael, you remember all those names, right? I mean, that was the golden era of cricket, I think. That was the golden era. And really, if you ever had a match between Australia and South Africa, I mean, just had to sit and watch. Um, an Australia versus South Africa match. I mean, really, both great teams. Obviously, Australia much more successful. I mean, the highest number of times that Australia got the World Cup. But South Africa also had a great team with Hansie Cronje. If you remember Hansie Cronje, he's deceased now, and Lance Klusener and Alan Donald. Who remembers Alan Donald and those bouncers that he used to bowl? Really amazing. Really amazing. Arletta Jordan is here. Arletta, it is so wonderful to see you. It's been a while. So Arletta used to tune in for my live streams months ago. And Arletta, it feels like I haven't seen you in a while. I think sometime in the last couple of months you did come here and you did chat. I forget, was it last month or when it was, but it's so good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. So good to see you, Arletta. There used to be other friends here on this channel, like Badger Den from New York used to tune in for my live streams, and then Maya Sisters used to tune in, and I know Laura Floyd. I see Laura Floyd every now and then Susan Epp. I don't know. So I'm going to mention a few names of our friends who uh, who used to participate in the live chat towards the beginning when I first started live streaming, and I haven't seen them in a while. Like Badger Den, if you're listening, please write something in the chat window. Tell us that you're here. Maya Sisters, if you are watching, or Susan Epp. I know Susan Epp comes here every now and then. I haven't seen Susan Epp in a few days. Teresa was here today. Laura Floyd also sometimes will tune in, and then Pamela Hernandez. I haven't seen Pamela Hernandez in a while. I know Billy Wiggins watches. I know, maybe I don't know if Billy Wiggins watches the live streams, but I have seen some comments from Billy Wiggins afterwards. So maybe he watches the replays. But really, JW used to be here. So if any of you're listening, please write something. Okay, we miss you. So Arletta says, I be sleeping due to meds. Okay, Arletta, I understand if you need to go sleep. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. Okay, Arletta. Well, Arletta, thank you so much. Now, Arletta, I know that you are in my e-newsletter list. So do you get my e-newsletters? Do you read my e-newsletters? Because I know I have your email address and you are in that list. So let me know if you get to read my e-newsletters, okay? Okay. Misty is here. Hello, Misty. Misty writes, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Misty, thank you so much. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Texas Repo is here. Hello, Texas Repo. Thank you for being here. And then Arletta writes, yes, I do. Well, I'm so glad that you get my e-newsletters. Thank you so much, Arletta. NC writes, how do I get your e-newsletter? So you can subscribe to my e-newsletter. By the way, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just free. It's just an email that I send out. But I send it out through an email management system, okay? So I don't, it comes from, like, there's a software. I type an email, I've got an email list, and I send it out to hundreds of people. Now, if you want to subscribe to my e-newsletter, once again, doesn't cost you anything. It's free. What you can do is you can email me at tosif@tosifanam.net. If you email me, see, I posted my email address. If you email me, I'll have your email address and I can add you to my list, okay? And the other way you can sign up is if you go to my website, which is tosifanam.net. Then you go to my website. On the homepage, you scroll down towards the bottom, and there's a space where you can type in your email and sign up to receive my e-newsletter. Very easy, okay? Okay, so let's see. Who else is here? Okay. All right. Okay. Swaggy writes, is Kushi here? I haven't seen Kushi here today, so I'm not sure. Okay. Um, all right. All right, my friends. So Michael Brown, I did enjoy talking a little bit of talking about sports with you. So thank you for that. I don't know if Michael Brown's still here. Michael Brown's probably listening, right? All right. Let's see. Okay. My friends, those who joined a little late, if you missed what I said towards the beginning, let me just repeat. We have to continue to pray for our friend Turbo. We have to continue to pray for our friend Turbo, whose real name is Joshua. Okay, so Joshua is in the hospital undergoing treatment. So please keep Joshua in your prayers. Okay. So Jonathan is asking, what do you want for Christmas? what do I want for Christmas, Jonathan? I just want peace. I just want peace of mind. Really, that's really what we need. Peace. If you have peace, then you're happy. People usually say, "Oh, I want to be happy." Being happy is good, but having peace of mind is more important. Okay, so happy. What makes you happy? Um, different things, right? Like anything. You want something, a material object, like um, like new clothes will make you happy. New shoes will make you happy. A new car will make you happy, right? New jewelry, new watches, new house, whatever will make you happy. You'll be happy. Okay. You go on a nice fancy vacation, that makes you happy. So to be happy, you're always going to need something. But if you have peace of mind, you can sleep well at night. You got to have peace of mind. That is most important. Okay. So when you know that you haven't done anything wrong, then you have peace of mind. You know that you have not hurt anyone. Okay. You've not caused anyone any kind of sorrow. That you are telling the truth. You're living an honest life. So I mean, all those things will give you peace of mind. Okay, so yeah, to be happy, like um, anything really. I mean, uh, objects will make you happy, right? Not always objects, nice objects, not always objects. Seeing old friends will make you happy, or going someplace will make you happy. Eating good food will make you happy. The beautiful weather will make you happy. But happiness is not as long lasting as peace of mind. Okay, so even if you are sad, even if you are upset, but okay, let's say like so, let's say your laptop broke. Okay, let's say your laptop broke. You bought a nice new laptop, you dropped it and it broke into a few pieces. Okay, you can't fix it. So that's going to make you sad. You're no longer happy. But the fact that you know that your lifestyle is such that you're leading an honest life, and you're not hurting anyone, that you love other people, and you love animals, and you love nature, um, and you have you're just living an honest life. Okay, in short, that's peace of mind. I don't know if I can explain it really well, but you may be happy or not, but you may have continuous peace of mind. Okay, and that's what's most important. So what I want for Christmas is peace of mind. Michael says, if you don't have your health, then you don't have it. Michael, I completely understand what you're saying, because Michael, you mentioned previously that you have some health challenges. So, Michael, I want you to know that I do keep you in my prayers. Okay, so I don't always get to mention it, but I do pray for you, Michael, just so you know, because you have mentioned previously that you have some health challenges that you're dealing with, and I do pray for you, and hopefully you'll overcome those challenges and live live comfortably. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Even if I don't mention that, just know that I do pray for you. Okay, all right. Okay, Fred is here. Hello, Fred. Hello, Fred. Thank you for being here. Joker's Wild is saying, I'd like Trump to speak on immigration reform. America for Americans first. Okay. Sassy is here. Hello, Sassy. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay, TW is here as well. TW, your comment is so humorous. Okay, Jonathan is writing, I hope RFK can help the U.S. obesity problem and expose the food industry. Okay. Yeah, RFK is going to do great work. Great work. Okay, RFK Jr. Michael Brown. I have not seen you in person, but I can tell that you are strong. Okay, it's all about the willpower. It's all about the willpower, Michael Brown. All about the willpower. So, we pray that you're gonna live a long life and a healthy life and a happy life and a very peaceful life. Okay, Michael Brown? John is here. Hello, John. Thanks for being here. Oh, wow. I said this live stream is going to be short, and we are already 53 minutes into the live stream. Quite amazing how time flies. Quite amazing. Quite amazing. One Texas Miner is here. Hello. Thank you for being here. One Texas Miner. One Texas Miner from the great state of Texas. We love Texas. We love Texas. Brian is writing, this is a fun live stream. Misty is always happy when we mention Texas, because Misty, you mentioned that you live in Pennsylvania, but you are from Texas. So I remember that. Swaggy writes, this is one of the best live stream I've ever been involved in. Thank you, Swaggy. Thank you so very much. Heidi says, always a great live stream. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Brian has a comment about Pennsylvania, but Brian, let me say something else. We love Pennsylvania, okay? The reason why we love Pennsylvania is because Pennsylvania has great people, and Pennsylvania voted for Trump, and also Pennsylvania fired Bob Casey and elected Dave McCormick. So we love Pennsylvania. Absolutely. Michael Brown writes, I want to visit Texas so bad. Michael Brown, Texas is an amazing state. It truly is. It truly is. Texas is amazing. I haven't seen a lot of Texas. I just went to the Dallas area, but loved it. Loved it. Okay. All right, my friends. So I may be wrapping up this live stream in a few minutes. But you know what? I will be back again. You know, I try to do live streams every day. So I will be back. I just have to get up early. And so that's why I may have to end this one in the next few minutes. Okay. Arletta writes, are your allergies kicking in? My allergies are bothering me. You're absolutely correct, Arletta. Let's see. Michael says, all my favorite things come from Texas. Swaggy says, nice sweater, by the way, Tassif. Thank you, Swaggy. Thank you. Yeah, I like the blue and the black and, you know, the gray. It's a round collar, which I like, although I like a V collar better, I think. But yeah, I've had it for a long time. This is actually quite old, but it's really good quality. Okay. Texas Repo writes, Texas does rule, LOL. Right. Richard D'Souza is writing, hi, Sir Richard from Amber. Well, thank you so much for joining. I'm guessing you're referring to the restaurant in Middleton, Amber. Thank you, Richard. Good to see you're here. Thanks for joining the conversation. All right. Appreciate it. I hope everything's going well at Amber. I haven't been there in a while. Good restaurant. So thank you, Richard. TW says, I like the leather jacket from last night. Yeah, I do. I love my leather jackets. Especially the two that I wear. One is it's in my closet. One is both are kind of dark. One is a little darker shade. One is a bit lighter. Richard is writing yes. Well, Richard, say hello to everyone at Amber. Okay. I hope everything's going well, and I hope the holiday season is a busy one at Amber. So, best wishes. John Drake is reminding everyone like and subscribe. Yes, please do that. I haven't mentioned that today, but I appreciate John reminding everyone. Okay. Misty's saying, is Tassif still? No, this is not booze. This is just water. I tell you, I got my Ice Mountain, as I always do. Ice Mountain, all right? No other brands will work. It's my Ice Mountain, not vodka. I know Misty is being humorous. Misty is joking. Texas Repo is writing, we deep fried a turkey today. We didn't burn the house down. Yeah, Yeah, Texas Repo. I see those videos of people giving advice, because what you don't want to do is take a frozen turkey and put it in hot oil. I don't know who would even do that, but I'm guessing people do that. Otherwise, why would there be all these incidents of fire? So you got to thaw the turkey real well, bring it to normal temperature, and then put it slowly into the fryer. Actually, I don't know if you saw that, but there's a video of RFK Jr., Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and how he fried a turkey. The video is on the internet. I think I might have seen it on Benny Johnson's page, but let me be sure, okay? I think I saw it on Benny Johnson's page. I'm gonna check that, and I'll let you know. By the way, Benny Johnson, everyone knows Benny Johnson, huge Trump supporter. Yes, you're gonna find that video on Benny Johnson's page, also on RFK's page. So you go to Instagram and you look up Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and you are going to see a video of RFK frying a turkey. All right? You're going to love it. Michael says, I have mountain vodka. Swaggy is saying, Tossif has to keep his mind sharp when he does his live stream. My mind is sharp, as sharp as it can be. All right. Richard D'Souza writes, you are the best I have met. Well, thank you, Richard. Thank you for your kind words. I truly appreciate that. Thanks for joining and for your kind compliment, Richard. I'm truly appreciative of that. Thank you. Let's see. Brian says, I do not have Instagram. Well, Brian, even if you don't have Instagram, you may still be able to look up that video. I don't know if it's on, I'm guessing the video is going to be widely shared, so it may even be on Facebook. I don't know. Behave is here. Hello, Behave. Misty says, MAGA for the turkeys on Thanksgiving. Yeah. All right. By the way, I like turkey sausage. I really like turkey sausage, okay? Let's see. Charisse is here. Hello, Charisse. Gerlina is here. Gerlina, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Jonathan is saying shout out to Biden for pardoning those turkeys. Jonathan, what can I say to respond to that? Right? You're giving a shout out to Joe Biden. You know, if Joe Biden should get a shout out, this is what he should get a shout out for. Okay, not for pardoning those turkeys. If you really want to praise Joe Biden, let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this, okay? So get ready. If you really want to praise Joe Biden, I don't praise Joe Biden, okay? I don't have any compliments for Joe Biden. But if you tell me, Tossif, find out some reason, find out one reason to praise Joe Biden. You got to praise him, Tossif. Okay, find out a reason that would allow you to praise Joe Biden and give him a shout out. Well, I give Joe Biden my sincere thanks for wearing the Trump hat. Remember that? Do you remember that Joe Biden put on the Trump hat? I think that was in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, that's one reason to thank Joe Biden when he put on the Trump hat. And trust me, that did significant damage for the Kamala campaign. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. I mean, I am going to be I'm always going to remember that moment, and I will always thank Joe Biden for that one thing he did when he put on the Trump hat. Really, I mean, and he actually did it because he felt like doing it. It was not a mistake. It was not an error. It was not his confusion. He actually did it because Joe Biden, I think deep in his heart, he wanted Kamala to lose. He wanted Kamala to lose because I think Biden still feels that the nomination was hijacked from him and given to Kamala. Okay? And so that's why I think Joe Biden was not happy. And that's why Joe Biden put on that Trump hat. Yeah, and Arletta is writing, and Jill wore red on 11/6, speaking without speaking, huh? Yeah. Swaggy says he wanted Kamala to lose. Okay. So really, if you're gonna give Joe a shout out and say, Joe Biden, well done, well, this is one thing that you can praise him for. All right. Scott Wells is here. Okay, Scott Wells wants to see my MAGA hat. Hold on. All right. Here's my MAGA hat. Okay. Arletta has a great comment. Arletta writes, I think they voted for President Trump. That's so awesome. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe Joe went and voted for Trump. It's very possible. Gerlina says MAGA. Scott is saying, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Thanks. Okay, Swaggy is saying MAGA hat looks good with your sweater, Toss it. Yeah, I think it's a nice combination. All right. Thank you, Charisse. Yeah, this is a great hat. Thank you, Charisse. Appreciate it. All right. Arletta says, looking good, brother, in your cap. Thank you. Heidi says, does look good with sweater. Yeah. Edwin is here. Edwin says, hey, Tassif, you're up late today, my friend. I am up late. I was saying that I'm going to wrap up this live stream, and I actually may have to do that just because I have to wake up early. So Misty says, how was your Thanksgiving, Tassif? Well, Misty, my Thanksgiving was good. It was good. I had good food. Thanks to God, I had good food. And I will tell you one thing. Throughout the day, I kept thinking about Turbo. Okay, so Thanksgiving Day, we're all supposed to be happy and enjoy. But I am also, I'm also worried about Turbo. Okay, I am confident. I am confident, and I'm praying to God that Turbo will recover and come back and join us as he did so many times. But obviously, with Turbo being in the hospital, I am worried. And I'm eagerly looking forward to getting a nice update from Manda. Okay, so I'm waiting for Manda's email, and I hope that Manda will send an email and let me know that, hey, Joshua, our friend Turbo, is doing well. So Manda is Turbo's sister. I'm waiting to hear from Manda. And so yeah, my Thanksgiving was good, but I also kept thinking about Turbo. So let's keep him in our prayers. Okay, we have to keep Turbo in our prayers. Richard, thank you for your kind comment. Richard writes, "My beloved friend, I hope you are good, and your mom, you are very strong personality. You give me positive energy." Thank you, Richard. Your kind words are very, very much appreciated. Thank you for your wonderful comment. Thank you. Misty says prayers for Turbo. Absolutely, we're gonna have to continue praying for Turbo, and I'm hoping that maybe soon Manda will be able to come and join us and let us know about Turbo, or maybe Manda is going to send me an email and let me know how things are. So let's keep Turbo in our prayers. Okay. All right, my friends. I will conclude this live stream. Jonathan is writing, "I like the community you've built." Thank you, Jonathan. If you like this community, please subscribe and stay connected. Okay, subscribe and stay connected so that you get updates. And you can get notifications when I start a video. So, my friends, thank you so very much. Best wishes as we head into Friday and then into the weekend. I will try to do live streams every day. It's not possible to maintain a particular time. Like today, I started a few minutes before midnight Central Time. So this is kind of late, but I'm so glad, so happy to see so many of you tuning in. So thank you so very much. Let's pray for Turbo, our friend Joshua in Texas. And please stay connected. And if you want to, once again, if you want to subscribe to my e-newsletter, you can either go to my website, tausifanam.net, or, and then once you're on my homepage, you can scroll down. There's a space where you can enter your email and sign up for my e-newsletter. You can do that, or you can just send me an email and say, Tausif, add me to your e-newsletter, and I will do that, okay? My email address is tausif@tausifanam.net. So with that, my friends, thank you so very much. Wishing you all the very best, and stay connected. And I will be back with more videos and more live streams, okay? So thank you, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, and please, let's continue to pray for Turbo. With that, my friends, have a wonderful night, and I'll be back again soon. Thank you.